Alright, fun little series this one. The Gravekeepers taking on Duelist Kingdom. To be honest, before starting this one, I didn't actually realise how strong the Gravekeepers deck actually was. So I don't think they're going to lose somehow, but it's still very fun to watch. As me too, I am observing and getting more used to the strategy. Our players are getting better with the Gravekeepers deck, all in preparation for them to go and run and crush Battle City as well, probably. Necro Valley is the first card. Gravekeeper's Commander is there, along with Heretic and Ambusher. And Polymerization as well. Alright, Mai throws down a face-down defense and 3 face-down spell or traps. Alright, there's remove trap. Throw it down, Gravekeepers. It is Necro Valley. The Gravekeepers Supernaturalist. Alright, Gravekeepers Supernaturalist. It's got a long effect. I wasn't going to try and speed read it, but... Alright, Gravekeepers throws down the Gravekeepers Heretic. And, oh, there we go. Bit of a switch delay or something. Or maybe a prompt or something. I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh games are like that. They can... Then again, the Nintendo Switch, it's a funny little console sometimes. Can also likes to crash when you're in the middle of a neck-and-neck duel. That could go either way. It's just getting to the best part, and then it will crash on you as well. But, 3,300 for that Gravekeeper's Supernaturalist. And she has got to hope that she has got some face-down trap cards or something to block that 3,300. Straight off the bat, her prompt squares up. It's in the top right-hand corner next to her head there. That little blue thing. It's hard to make out, but it's actually a sort of like a human shape. It's all blue, but they're tapping the side of their head. It looks more like a candle than anything, but it means the player is thinking. They've got a prompt. So Mai flipped up Shadow Spell and equipped that to the Heretic, and then flipped up Sakuretsu Armor. But neither of them did anything, because I think Necro Valley, the effect of Necro Valley is actually protecting the Gravekeepers. I think Gravekeepers monsters can't be targeted by like card effects or something with Necro Valley's effect. So even Mai with those trap cards, they're not doing anything. Which really just shows just how beast mode this Gravekeepers deck is. She's got Dark Hole, which again does nothing because of the Necro Valley. Is it Necro Valley's effect? I'd need the cursor to go back onto it. And there's Foolish Burial too. Actually, it might be Gravekeeper's Supernaturalist. I think I just said it. I think I just read that it's when it's face up on the field with Necro Valley. Was it? Well, Necro Valley in your field zone. I mean, I'm not controlling the player. They're moving the effect around too long. I can't read it all. Anyway, 3,300 off Mai. I think it's Gravekeeper's Supernaturalist. It says something about field spell. I think maybe if Necro Valley's up or something, it's protecting all of the Gravekeeper's monsters from card effects. There's some sort of effect like that coming from somewhere. I'm sure someone in the comments would know. But man, that Gravekeeper's deck, Mai's deck is rendered completely ineffective. She had Shadow Spell, she had Dark Hole, she had Sakuretsu Armor, she had every one of her good trap cards, and every single one of them were useless. That's absolutely terrifying if you're coming up against this deck. Alright, Gravekeeper's Servant. There's Imperial Tombs of Necro Valley. There's the 7 Tools of the Bandit. It's Gravekeeper's Heretic. And up on my screen, The Sims 4. Life and death is available now. Well, that's morbid. I don't know if that's popping up on the actual screen itself on the corner. It's just a little prompt thing that comes up every now and then because I play The Sims a lot. I wonder if that might be a new expansion pack or something. Alright, Mai has got a face down spell or trap. Gravekeepers have loaded their field with Gravekeeper's Servant, so Mai would have to send the top card of her deck to the graveyard just to launch an attack here. Again, that card itself, that Gravekeeper's Servant, that card in itself is extremely overpowered. I'm surprised that's not a banned card as well. Just to attack, you need to send the top card of your grave to your grave. Oh, then again, some decks thrive on that. There's some decks where if you have cards sent from the deck to the graveyard, it's actually beneficial. In fact, there's a lot of cards that have effects from the graveyard too. So, Gravekeeper's Servant might not be such a broken card after all, now that I think about it. There's Harpy Lady. And, oh, she lost Malevolent Nuzzler. Oh, that's horrid. Okay, Gravekeeper's Servant came in very, very handy for Odeon on that one. And he can special summon to the field with the effect of Nobleman. Alright, what's a Gravekeeper's going to go for? And just having a look through all these Gravekeepers monsters, they're so good. Well, there it is. The selection has been made, and it is Gravekeeper's Visionary. We've seen how good that card is as well in previous matches. So Mai with a Harpy Lady on the field, but may not be able to do too much with it. Has she got anything else? Any Elegant Egotists or power-up cards? It would appear not. There's Dispel. Even if Mai had that Malevolent Nuzzler, it would have been destroyed. Well, the Gravekeepers are all spellcasters. Which means, in theory, you could add stuff like Magical Dimension and stuff to this deck and just make it even more stupidly overpowered. Alright, Harpy Lady is destroyed by Gravekeepers. I see the name and then I forget them. Gravekeeper's Visionary got a direct attack. I think it's Heretic, isn't it? That one with that big magical staff. And, oh, Mai throws down a Monster Reborn. She brings back the Harpy Lady. Throws down a face down. Spells and traps. Oh, Cyber Shield. And she goes to the battle phase. Gravekeeper's Servant activate. Oh, Gus Fan as well. She's decided to destroy them both. That, and I think it's Gravekeeper's Heretic. Sorry, the print is really small on my screen. Unless the card is magnified up on the top left, I can't see it. Alright, Necrovalley Throne is activated. Add one Gravekeeper's monster from your deck to your hand. Normal summon one Gravekeeper monster. Choice one is probably the effect to go with here. And what will be pulled this time? Gravekeeper's Commandant. And Gravekeepers activate the effect. They're going to pull their Necrovalley. And it means that Mai has basically got no chance in hell of winning this match. Imperial Tombs of Necrovalley. That's a good card as well. He can block pretty much anything if Necrovalley is on the field with that. 7 Tools of the Bandit is down as well. Mai's cooked. She would need her Battle City deck to have any chance against this. Alright, 3100. Off Mai. Does Mai... She will get one more turn. And it's probably game over for her after this one. What does she have? She has got another face down spell or trap. Nice to know what they are. However, we are only seeing the Gravekeeper's perspective. There's Gravekeeper's Spear Soldier. Doesn't matter what Mai would have. That Tombs of Necrovalley would come into effect anyway. 3100. Mai cannot block. And it is all over already. The Gravekeepers, they're too strong for Duelist Kingdom, but they're all fun to watch. And they will get to Battle City eventually, where they'll get some more stronger opponents. But they have easily dispatched of Mai. And that puts an end to this day's worth of Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. Chaz and Rex Raptor had a fun little match. There was a Yu-Gi and Arcana one in Battle City, and it was Mako and Taya had a bit of a scuffle in Duelist Kingdom as well. It wasn't a bad one either. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in, and thanks for leaving all the comments. I'll be back at it on Monday as well. Have a good weekend wherever you are in the world. Stay safe. Take care. Farewell.